Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to the New Hollywood Silent Film Festival. I'm EJ Stevens. And one of the things that we're trying to do with the film festival is reach out to other silent film groups and festivals around the country and help promote what they're doing, because we all feel like we're pulling in the same direction here. And we have the great honor to speak with Bill Schaefer today, who is the creator of the Kansas Silent Film Festival. That's the right title, right, Bill?
Actually, I'm the director of this Kansas Silent Film Festival. The,
Okay.
the guys who created it did it one year and felt as if that was enough, they might not ever do it again. And I piped up because I was the assistant projectionist. I piped up and said, "Oh, hey, I think we ought to do this. I think we ought to continue this."
And then they said, "You're the guy."
I basically grabbed all the stuff and started running, and that's where this is where I'm at. So yes. So now I'm the director of the Kansas.
Okay. And now you've got a silent film festival in Kansas, in Topeka, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So tell us about that. I actually didn't even know that you existed till recently, until a friend of mine said they were going to your festival.
We became a festival by accident or by default. What occurred was that someone realized that the concert hall on the campus at Washburn University was not being used and during the last part of February because all of the music students and the faculty were disappearing to go to a convention down in Wichita, Kansas. And when they did, the place just sat empty. And it's a 1,000 seat auditorium. And somebody got up the guts to go in and say, "Can you let us use this as a venue for a silent film festival?" And they did. And we started it, the first year was like 1996. And we had big crowds from morning to evening, but it was run as if there was no break for lunch or dinner. And that's true. There was no break for lunch or dinner. And I felt like, first of all, that was the first mistake we made. We needed to have a break, because people need to go eat. Yeah, that always strikes me as odd when people don't think of this. But we ran several films, and they were very well received. And we had the crowd between 500 and 750, I think, showing up. And I just felt like, hey, don't drop the ball. Let's not do this again. So we continued doing it. We added Friday nights some time ago, and we have live music for every film that is shown. We either have a pianist or an organist or a small orchestra that plays for it. We've had guys in with like single portable organs, things like that, to play, but we always have somebody different and somebody kind of uniquely entertaining to do the thing. And we've had themed festivals, women in film, lost films, just all sorts of things. And sometimes we do a specific film festival that's devoted to like the first Academy Awards, which were all silent movies, by the way, which I very much enjoyed doing. And then we do some that are kind of a stretch. They'll have a specific character like W.C. Fields or Harry Langdon or Buster Keaton or any of them. We'll just do like 3 or 4 films that are theirs, and then we'll mix in other films with them. But it has been a regular Friday, Saturday staple, and always at the end of February, because that's when the concert hall gets free. So we've used it that way for years and years, and it's grown and grown over the years. We've had folks in from California, from New York, we have regulars who come in every year who are from way out of state and absolutely love it. We've had visitors from Canada. It's been a really fun, unique kind of thing to be a part of.
So, Bill, you said your film festival is at the end of February every year.
Right.
Okay. So are you having it this year? How's it working this year?
Actually, no. And we feel real funny about that, because last year we had the festival at the end of February, and COVID struck a week or so after that. And we thought, well, good grief. Everybody over the summer, we heard from so many of our regulars who wrote in and said, "Man, yours was the last film festival I went to." and it was so much fun. I sure hope you're going to do it again.
Right.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we met about this and we decided they won't let us use the concert hall because it's on the university, and they're trying to keep the usage down. It's also, it would have to be spaced out. And I said, yeah, how many people can we get into a 1,000-seat auditorium? They said maybe 200.
Mm.
Maybe, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like, oh, we get bigger crowds than that. That's like we got to sell tickets now. So we decided, let's not do that. Let's do an internet, kind of an internet virtual festival.
Okay.
We'll stage probably on Vimeo, and there'll be a password to get in. I don't think there will be any kind of charge for it because we pride ourselves on having a free festival. Mm. It's always been a free festival.
Oh, it's always been free.
We always feel like we feel like it's one of these things that we always need to do. And families come in and, hey, wonderful. Yeah, fantastic. Nobody has to pay anything. Let's go sit down, and the only thing we do charge for is we have a dinner on Saturdays. Normally it's kind of a banquet type dinner, and it is a pay type thing. And those are fun because those sell out. We've done them for 11 years or so, and they actually pack in. I mean, they really do very, very well, and the folks just love them. I mean, everybody thinks they're a great thing to do. We did also do one night at a downtown theater in town that is being restored. And in the midst of restoration, you can actually go in and set up something and do it. Feed about 100 people for this, so we had to charge for it to make sure we got everybody in. And then I realized later that they don't have any seats in that theater. So let's see if we can borrow a bunch of chairs from various places. I was working at a public TV station at the time. We had 75 chairs inside the storage area of that, and I asked if I could borrow them for this event. Tossed them on a truck, took them downtown, set them all, another 25, 30 chairs, something like that, and managed to do it all. It was cold in the theater when we had people come out. And we did tours of the interior of the theater, keep people warm.
Yeah.
and it worked. We had a little buffet after the thing was over. It was really very nice. It was like an opening night thing. It was for our 20th anniversary, and I really felt like it went well. But those are the only times that we charge anything.
It kind of sounds like what we do here. Yeah, we're just not this year, of course, since we're under COVID, right. But we have a dinner, but everything is free other than that.
All right. Well, let me flip the tables just a minute. What are you guys doing this year?
We are pretty much a silent film festival with not a lot of films. Okay. What we're doing, we do have a couple, William S. Hart films. I think I told you that we're based in Santa Clarita, the area of Newhall, which is where William S. Hart lived. And so we call it the New Hollywood Silent Film Festival. We are doing a lot of these. We're doing a lot of interviews with folks trying to promote what they're doing, what you're doing, and other people like you around the country. We have a few interviews. We actually have a tour that we did of Hollywood Forever Cemetery with Carrie Bible, who's I think you know her.
She's been to our festival.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh, I know
she's
her.
Great.
I know her.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
So we're doing that. Of course, we're not going to be doing a dinner this year or anything like that. But on like last year, which was our first year, we did have a dinner. We did have some other things. I had a tour of Hollywood that was for pay, but most of the rest of the things are, just like you said, are for free.
How long have you been doing it?
This is our second year. We started it right before yours last year, 2020, in February, Valentine's Day weekend. Okay. And
good.
So we just beat COVID ourselves. It was really successful. We were really happy about it. And my friend Phil Lantis from the city of Santa Clarita, we were talking this year, and we said, we don't want to lose the momentum, with only our second year to skip. So we decided to do this type of virtual film festival. But we really hope to grow this into something very significant and to be a real event in Southern California. Now, that's what I got to ask you, though. Okay, now we're in Southern California in February doing our silent film festival. You're in Topeka, Kansas in February doing yours.
Yeah.
Now, I would imagine weather is a bit more of an issue to you than it is to us.
It astonishes me. We've done this festival now for 25 years, which is, they should have a cane with my name on it for that, for that particular reason. But seriously, in that entire time, in all 25 years, we've never had a rain out. We've only once had enough snow that we could consider canceling, and we didn't. We occasionally get snows, and they come in on Saturday night, the night we're finishing the festival, and people get giddy about getting out of the place and taking off, and so we lose some of our audience sometimes that way. But that's the only times that has happened. It's probably, I could count them on one hand, probably 3, 4, 5 times at the most we've ever had enough that we were a little worried. But that one blizzard that we had, where we had to literally we were just ready to cancel the whole thing because the snow was so high everywhere. And I called up my friend who's on the grounds crew at the university, and he said, "Hey, we've got it shoveled out. We've got parking places, we've got stuff set up, we've got it all ready for you, this and that." And I thought, well, we're not canceling. That's it. We're not going to cancel this at all. We're just going to go, shoulders to the wheel. And we did. We had a smaller attendance. Our orchestra group from Colorado got snowbanked in the middle of the state, had to turn around and go back. And, just little things happen. But all of our musicians pulled together and just said, "Hey, what do you need? We'll fix it. We'll do whatever, whatever score you need." And they would do stuff right on the fly. They would just do it, to get you going and keep us going. And the only mistake I made, and I'll send you a picture of this, is I took a Ritz Brothers fall over near the TV station, and I literally slipped in the ice and came down and face planted on the concrete and the ice. Got up, crawled back into the TV station, checked myself in the mirror, and thought, "Yeah, this isn't too bad." Walked into master control, and my mouth was bleeding, and I talked to one of the engineers who was on duty, and he said, "Bill, I think you ought to have that looked at." I went back over. I had a friend of mine pick me up, and we drove straight to the emergency room, and I had a couple stitches and this and that, and they took care of it. But I had a black eye, and I thought, God, the only thing we need to do is play the Black Pirate. We need to play something.
Right.
Put an eye patch on and everything. I just looked horrible. I really think it was awful, but everybody enjoyed it, and everybody remembers. They all tell me, "Hey, that was the year you fell in the ice." And
yeah,
it was. I even went to the security department at the university and said, "Hey, you don't have a camera up over by the TV station, building right in the back parking lot?" "Oh yeah, we do." "Oh no, this is going to end up on YouTube or something." Went back and checked. No, they didn't catch me.
Wow.
You could see me going down to where I made the fall, and you could see me coming back, but you couldn't see me fall. So it was fine. I was safe. I really thought that was going to be my most embarrassing moment, but it wasn't.
We've got our own few little challenges of having it in February in Southern California, but nothing that would cause me to do a face plant in the pavement. So I'll never complain again. So that's really good.
Because I was going to say, you guys have pretty decent weather.
Yeah, we're really blessed, and like today it's probably about 75 right now. It's beautiful.
I'm going to give you one real quick movie recommendation. Since you're doing it around Valentine's Day, strongly consider sometime running the feature film Sunrise.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
1928.
Right.
F.W. Murnau.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you how many people in our audience of, like I say, 500, 600, 700 people have been so moved by that film that they will make a note to write down and put in the suggestion box every year. They'll put down run Sunrise again.
Right. Yeah.
And we've run it twice. We've run it twice. But I think we will probably run it again. It's just it's a film that really touches people on a deep emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
With a good score, it's perfect.
Yeah, we will do that when we can do it live. I mean, that's the only way to really give it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's right. That'd be the better thing to do.
Right. Yeah. We don't want to waste it on a small screen, a film of that magnitude. But yeah, this year we're not going to be having a whole lot of films. We do have some We Miss Hard films with live accompaniment and some other things. But as I'm sure you know, the rights issues get to be crazy when you're doing things over the web and all that. And so that's why we've chosen to do more of talking about silent films and shedding some light on folks around the country like you that has done an amazing thing of making your silent film festival a destination in Topeka, Kansas in February. I'm just amazed by that. Now, you said you have really, really great turnouts, was what you were telling me.
Yes, we do. Yeah, it always surprises me. I walk into the auditorium, and it'll be just humming. There'll be just people everywhere.
There's so many things that amaze me about your festival here, and one of them, I mean, we're out here in Southern California where a silent film festival makes sense because this is where the silent films were made. Now, oddly enough, we're the first silent film festival in Southern California, but just devoted completely to silence. But there's really not, I mean, what's the connection with Kansas and the silent world?
You got me. Let's just put it this way. I haven't tried to question it too much. I think really it's one of those things where it's like a desert in terms of entertainment like this. You don't get it very often. Everyone we've talked to who's gone, come and seen a film or several films or comes every year has always said something about, it's just kind of magical watching the mix of live music and film and getting involved in the film enough that you really stand up at the end of it. And while you're applauding for these people on the stage, you realize, hey, they were right there. They were right there doing it all.
Right.
They were right there performing. And I just lost track of that. I was so
I know, you do.
On film,
you do.
I didn't see it. And I think it's one of the things that kind of keeps the event, alive and active and different. We always try to do something a little different every year if we can. David Shepard was one of our big promoters. He came in. God, I was really surprised at him. He 4 or 5 times before he died, and maybe 6 times before he died, and he was always wonderful, to have on hand. He would always bring something completely off the map.
Right.
Off the radar.
Right.
Some type of a film that you'd never heard of before. And you'd watch this thing and just fall for it. Hit over heels.
We have a thing here, and I really hope you can make it out sometime. Thaw out a little bit before you go back to the deep freeze for your festival. But one of the things that we've done also, and this is kind of where this film festival came out of a little bit, is every year in August, we have a thing called Silence Under the Stars at William S. Hart's house on his property, on his ranch.
Excellent.
And David used to bring all the films, he'd drive down from Northern California with, big projector in the car, little car, big projector.
Big projector.
So he's very, very missed.
Okay.
So, yeah. So one of the things you said was all of your films have live accompaniment.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Now I will say there's an asterisk on the end of that, and that is the Chaplin films. We normally, like the ones that he specifically owns.
Yeah.
Like Modern Times or the Circus, City
Lights. Yeah.
All of those are ones that they have to have his own score. We can't really mess with those. So we will actually run a recorded score.
I can't wait to when we can get back on the ground and actually have human beings in an audience so that we can do this in front of people like they're meant to be seen. Right.
The theme for our film festival this year is we miss going to the movies. And so part of that will be to kind of revive the experience of, again, listening to it listening to these silent films with, you know, actual scores created for them, et cetera, et cetera. We won't have the organ player off in a corner like you know, like a split screen thing. We probably won't do that. We'll leave the frame unrestricted and just show them that way. But we're hoping it'll kind of draw people into it. We're hoping that some people who've never been to the festival before will get a chance to see it and be intrigued and want to come see the whole thing. So, and I've had people calling and emailing me already about the festival coming in, and they want to come in and see it, but I have to tell them, no, we're not doing it this year.
Right.
But they've never been before. So you're gonna find that happens once in a while. That's one of your heartbreak moments is you can't let them come see it. So,
but I tell you what, I mean, I post pandemic, I'm going to be there. I really want to. Yeah. Really want to come and see your festival. That'd be just a wonderful thing. And I really hope you can come out here at some point, and well, Bill, before I forget, can you give us that website again for your film fest and the dates?
Yes. KSSilentFilmFest.org. The dates are Friday, February 26th, 2021, and Saturday, February 27th, 2021. It will be from about 6:30 or 7 in the evening until maybe 9:30 or 10.
Perfect. That's kind of what we're doing too. Yeah.
Those 2 evenings, and then we'll probably have it sit on, whatever, on Vimeo or whatever for about a week.
Yeah.
So it's like you won't miss it completely, but it will be on the website. Tells you how to get there and all that sort of stuff.
Well, Bill, thanks for your time, and you too. And I'm really incredibly impressed that you've carved out this niche of silent films in Kansas, and it's going so well. You've done it for a quarter century now, and we're inspired by what you've done here. Since we're so new, we want to, in 23 years, we want to be able to say, yeah, we've been at it for a quarter century as well. So, yeah.
We took it from Bill. We took it from Bill and ran with it, right?
That's right.
Yeah. That sounds great. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll hopefully get some more of you viewers out there to watch the Kansas Silent Film Festival at KSSilentFilmFest.org. And once again, Bill Schaefer, thank you very much for your time, and this has been really great.